One of the more common and annoying problems on the Quest 3 is the 3 white dot issue. This typically happens when you try to connect your link cable to the Quest. And this usually is affected by users that tend to run race simulation games. Now, I've searched the internet far and wide for solutions to this problem, and I think I may finally have found a solution to it. And that is what's coming up next. Welcome back to the channel. So the question is, why would you need to use a link cable to run your games, especially when we're talking about race simulation games, when you could use a perfect software like Virtual Desktop or Steam Link or AirLink? And the answer is, it all comes down to latency. Quest Link gives you the best chance to get the lowest latency on your racing games, bar none. Frankly, the solution to the problem I'm sharing with you guys today, I wish I had seen when I scoured the internet looking for the solution months ago. I have done some crazy stuff trying to fix this problem, including reimaging my machine and returning back the Quest 3 thinking it was damaged or faulty. Please don't judge me. And the solution to the problem, as I'm getting ready to show you, is unbelievably simple that I almost felt like slapping myself once I realized it. So here it is, let me show you. Okay, so here we are on my PC. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have your Oculus app running. Just go ahead and launch it up like this. You want to make sure it's connected and that your computer sees it active. So you go to device and make sure it's active and it's green lit. Now if you don't see it green lit, if it says it's not detecting your hardware, it's not detecting your Quest, then I would want to suggest to you try a couple of things. First, you could try swapping out your link cable with another one if you have another one. Maybe that's bad. Or you could try swapping to a different slot on your computer. USB slot, try to see if that would work. Otherwise, you could also try to reboot your computer and also reboot the Quest. What we're trying to do ultimately is get this to lit green. So if this is not a problem for you, then we can move on to the next step, which is you need to go into your Oculus debug tool. So the way to get into that is you come into your C drive, the root of C, then you go into your program files, then you go into your Oculus folder, and then you go into your support folder. And then from there, you go into your diagnostics folder. And then this is the Oculus debug tool. And then you open up the debug tool. And once you do, if you're a race simulation fan and you've ran some race simulation games on your computer, you've probably gone through this Oculus debug tool at some point in the past. And that's probably the reason why you're having this problem. So what I found to be the issue, the culprit of the problem, is the video codec. So maybe at some point in the past, maybe you've tried to change the codec from default. It must have been on default at some point, and then maybe you tried to switch it to 265 to see if you can get a better performance or whatever you have. When in actuality, it needs to stay on H224 or default, but not H265, because H265 is for the wireless link codec. It will not work on the wired link cable. So make sure you set your video codec back to H.264 or default. Once you do that, you can close out and try testing your headset, and more than certainly it will definitely work. That's it for this video. Please post comments below if this video has been helpful for you, and until next time, peace.